What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the New York Yankees versus Detroit Tigers Major League Baseball matchup going down Thursday, September 11th, 2025. If you're looking for my best bets on the board, the games that I absolutely love, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Experts tab at the top of the page. And we've got lots of action. MLB this week, my daily MLB pickoff play. You got Thursday night college football, Thursday night NFL. So make sure that you jump on board. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout. Get 15% off your purchase. But let's get to this one between the New York Yankees and the Detroit Tigers. For the New York Yankees, it is Cam Schlittler listed as the starter in this one. No starter confirmed for the Detroit Tigers at the time this video is being recorded. Initially, I thought coming into this series that you'd see Tarik Skubal at some point, but right now ESPN has Skubal listed for Friday's start against the Miami Marlins. So we'll have to see who ends up getting the call for the Tigers in this game, and that does play a heavy role. Obviously, if there's a if it's not Tarik Skubal, because there's going to be a drop off from your reigning Cy Young champion to whoever may fit into that role next. But what we do know is that Cam Schlittler is going here, and we saw Schlittler really struggle for the first time, as a major leaguer in his last start at home against the Blue Jays, giving up 4 runs on 5 hits, a couple of walks over an inning and 2/3. And, it really started where, Schlittler got a couple of early outs, but then after that just could not get the outs that he needed to get out of the inning, and, added base hits, and all of a sudden, it's 3-0, and then he gives up the 4th run and gets pulled before the end of the 2nd inning. And like I said, it just was not a sharp outing for Schlittler, who had looked fairly solid in the starts leading up to that game. I mean, he hadn't allowed more than 2 runs in any of his previous 6 starts, going 5+ innings in all of them. And, like I said, you got to admit that Schlittler did look good, but really struggled in that game. And now you face a Tigers lineup that is feisty at the plate. They're not necessarily hitting as well against righties as they were early on in the season. In the month of September, they're only hitting 208. But it's not like the New York Yankees are hitting that much better. They're only hitting they're actually hitting worse than the Tigers in the month of September, hitting 197 against righties. The team OPS numbers are almost identical. The isolated power numbers are better for the Yankees, but for me, I'm obviously listening to a lot of coverage in the Toronto media market, and listening to certain stuff that was said about during the Blue Jays games, and one of the commentators said something very interesting that kind of the more you think about it, the more it could ring true, is that when this Yankees lineup isn't hitting home runs, they're not as potent of an offense as you may think. And, for me, it's just, I don't know if they're going to get a ton of home runs in this game. Obviously, it'd be different if, Tarik Skubal goes. But for me, I think that the Tigers have just as much of a chance in this series to close out this series with a win. I think the Yankees, the pitching has been questionable. The bullpen has been questionable at times for the Yankees as well. You look at their numbers in the month of September. This is a Yankees bullpen that has given up their fair share of runs to the tune of a 7.71 ERA out of the pen. That's second highest in baseball in the month of September. Detroit, not a whole lot better, but almost 3 runs better at 4.80 bullpen ERA in the month of September. So for me, I think the value here is going to be with the Detroit Tigers, whether it's plus 1.5 or on the money line. So give me the Tigers in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. Why are Pickdawgz? Check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.
Hey, thanks for watching this till the end. Are you ready for elite level information? So if you're a bigger better, you deserve access to our best data. Our VIP team can provide you exclusive access to cutting edge intel from elite betting groups worldwide, giving you an edge in pregame, at post, closing line value, and halftime wagering. Get a free consultation now. Call or text this number and make sure you use this code. Expect to speak with Eric or Costi.